All right, well, if you are feeling completely overwhelmed by all of your clutter, you're sold on the benefits of simplifying, right? We've probably been hanging out for a little while, but you just have a lot of days a hard time getting going or knowing where to start.
Yeah.
We are here together. You're gonna get some stuff too. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna go around Diana's house. We're gonna fill up a donation.
I think rather than declutter with me, it could become nest with me.
Oh yeah.
I'm like gonna have this baby like anytime now. So I am just like, get this stuff out of my house. So
she's gonna share her nesting hormones with all of us.
I'm gonna energize you today. We're gonna do it together. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, hi, I'm Dawn from The Minimal Mom. So glad to be joined by my twin sister, Diana. We love sharing tips and tricks for how you can simplify your house quickly. But we know that often the hardest part is just getting started, especially if you look around and you feel overwhelmed by all of the stuff in your house. And we say, how did this get in here? How did I get to this point? You know, we all know how it goes.
Or I feel like too, even like if you've been on this journey for a little while, like stuff just comes back in, you know, or you rearrange or the seasons change. The seasons are about to change in the most glorious way in Minnesota. The snow is gonna melt, and so you might even feel a little inspired right now with spring on the horizon to make a pass. So that's what we're gonna do.
One of the best things you can do if you are feeling stuck or overwhelmed is to grab a box or a bag for donations, a garbage bag, and just say, I'm just gonna make a quick pass around my house. We call this the onion method, where you just go layer by layer, bag by bag, but you end up feeling really energized and good about yourself when you get it done. So Diana's gonna allow us the pleasure of going around her house and filling these up.
Are you kidding? I'm thrilled. You're gonna help carry the bag for me. This is awesome. Let's go. All
right, we're just starting in the kitchen.
Yeah, so this is where I really empathize with people, because these I think are so cute.
Yeah.
Right? And I've had them for a while, and they're not actually functional. They don't ever get used for sugar, tea, and milk.
Yeah. Oh, really?
They just look cute there. But honestly, this got removed from somewhere else, and I really like that there, and so now I have too much, and I don't want to keep them because it's just, so they're going to Goodwill.
Yeah,
so,
but isn't it fun to think like, oh, I hope someone's super excited when they find them there.
Because they are so cute.
Yeah.
So these are going in the donate bag. What's fun about this, so these ones, if you can see them, are from our Grandma Adeline.
Yeah.
So I love that and they're functional. So I love that I still have something that I can display that's meaningful. I like how that looks there. It's simple and cute. And
done.
And then I'm not gonna think about these ever again.
No, once they're gone, no.
Yeah. Yep. So that feels good.
Good job. All right, so we're in the mud room, laundry room.
And you know, we're on the back side of winter here, so I feel like I can have some confidence in getting rid of some of the winter stuff.
Yeah.
This is the cutest, softest scarf you will ever find. Do you know what it did? I don't know if you can see, it destroyed my pea coat with lint. Even after I washed it.
Bummer.
And it's just massive, and we're short, and it just,
it's too much.
I never wore it the whole year, even though it is the softest thing I own.
Yeah.
And so it's like new, and it's a bummer that I paid money for it, but honestly, it's not going to have any value just sitting in storage, which is about to happen. And so I'm going to send that to Goodwill or the donation center and hope that someone really loves it too.
Yes. Someone tall and with a big frame.
Big neck.
Big neck. All right, welcome to Diana's closet. You guys like keep this pretty
we do pretty well.
Looking good. Yeah.
It just makes me feel better.
Oh my goodness, that's an open shelf right there.
So what I've been doing is, if I come across something that I know is we don't need anymore, I've been putting it on that lower shelf.
Yeah.
So that actually makes this pass that we're doing right now really easy.
Sure.
Because I'm literally just going to take that.
Yep. And what's been your criteria for stuff that you're getting rid of as far as clothes?
Usually just basically we haven't worn it in a year.
Yeah.
Is that?
No, I think that's perfect.
Yeah. So, and I know some people have to like flip around their hangers and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like I know.
Sure.
You know, so even right now I'll take a pass through my hanging stuff too, and just see, okay, that hasn't been used in a year or 6 months. And
and what I have to remind myself is, like, what's going to change in the next year that would cause me to wear it? Like, if it was uncomfortable before, if I felt like I was adjusting it or it didn't fit well.
And honestly, you kind of get to that point too where you're like, I'm probably not going to get back into my skinny clothes.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to be real about that.
Yeah.
Even if I do the styles change, I'd rather just have a few pieces that I really love.
Yep.
So these things, I can grab any of these off the hanger.
Yeah.
I know that I love it. I'll feel good in it. And I'm out the door.
That's awesome. You know, what's amazing is that this is a physical process, but it's very like liberating and freeing, isn't it?
What always gets me is that even what's behind a closed door still weighs on you.
Yeah.
Have you noticed
that?
It does.
It's
even if
scientifically proven.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like your mind can't compartmentalize that much.
Nope.
Maybe our husbands can.
Yeah,
true. But not us. All that spaghetti is connected in there. So, you know, and for those of us who are on a spiritual journey together, you know, it's actually good timing that we're also entering into Lent.
Yeah.
Which is the season of preparation for Easter. And it's kind of ironic that Christmas gets top billing on all of our calendars. It feels like it's the most energy goes into it, family gatherings and everything. But really, Easter is the foundation of our faith. Yeah. And for Christians, it's the reason for the hope that we have.
Yeah.
And what I think is so beautiful is the early church, all that they preached, really everywhere they went, was the fact that Jesus died, but then he rose from the dead. Mm-hmm. Because there were so many gods, there were so many religions, there were so many traditions during that time, but Jesus was the first one that actually overcame the grave. And sometimes we can get a little removed from that reality, and living, most of us, in a nation or in an age where there's really a lot of prosperity, you know, and there's a lot of things that we can put our hope in. Yeah. Sometimes we can get a little bit removed from that, you know, like we're always supposed to be able to share the hope that we have. And some of us might actually be like, I don't know if I could articulate that very clearly, or I don't know if that's fully where my heart is anchored. Right. And so again, that's what I think both of us, we just continue to be amazed at how the simplifying process, it actually unhooks our hearts from the things of the world. Yeah. You know, a really common question is, what if you get rid of something that you find out that you wanted later? Yeah. And, you know, I know like one time you gave away a pair of black pants that you wish you would have had back. But at the same time, you have this beautiful perspective now that you're like, you know what, I have 3 other pairs of pants that fit well. Yeah. I'm actually okay without my black pants. Yeah. And so that's what I think has been really beautiful, is just how it helps our hearts to be postured more in the things that are eternal.
And how, I mean, especially as we're talking about sacrifice in this season, because we sometimes go into it like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, sacrifice this and I'll sacrifice this stuff in my house, and how it is absolutely no sacrifice. It's how you're just like, oh my goodness, Lord, like these things that you have us do like, are so great, and there's so much freedom that comes from them, and it's actually no sacrifice at all.
And that's kind of the idea of fasting. I know a lot of people during Lent in preparation for Easter will choose, I know a lot of people who give up like sugar or sweets or maybe media or television, and that, I mean, that's the idea, is that as you put those things aside, again, you're kind of unhooking your heart from the things that can really distract you from the deeper pleasure and intimacy and connection that we can share with the Lord. And so we're really excited. The She Reads Truth app, I know we're always talking about it, but they're about to start, or they are just started, the Lent reading plan. And so I encourage you, download the app on your phone, download the Lent reading plan, follow along with us. And sometimes fasting doesn't have to be just removing something from your life. It could be adding a positive, you know, activity. Right. You've heard this before.
Oh, like decluttering? Yeah. Like taking 2 bags every day, like going around your house.
Dawn wanted our Lent challenge to be like just completely
daily
ridding
decluttering.
Your home. Yeah. And I was like, the pastor in me is a little bit like, I would just like people to read their Bible. Yeah. You know, so we're kind of compromising here. You choose what's best for you. Do both. I think you can do both, you know. So. Put on one of these videos in the background, get your bags. You know, it is really nice to have a friend. I do really
that would be my support. Other encouragement if you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed, to invite somebody. Even if it's like over FaceTime, or even if you text them like before and say, I'm going in, you know, and then text them the after. We try to do so many of these things on our own, but that is not the spirit of the church or how we're wired or made.
Yeah. So. And then again, download that app. We'll, as we continue through Lent, we're going to refer to it in some of the Bible readings, and we'll all be on this journey together. So I'll pray for us. So Jesus, we thank you. Thank you that you died for us, and that you rose again, Lord, and that we have hope because of your resurrection. And so I ask that during this Lent season, that you would settle that truth deep within our heart. That if we're asked to give an account for the hope that we have, the only thing that would come from our mouths is the word Jesus. Lord, that we would just be so secure in you, that we would grow in our faith during this time, in our anticipation of what only you can do through us and in our lives. And so I bless each one of us now in this Lent season. In Jesus' name, amen.